Played the theme song from Hey Arnold. This is probably my favorite cartoon growing up, and I actually was Hey Arnold for Halloween one year pretty recently. I think it's probably the best Halloween costume I've ever had. But all of that aside, this is a really fun tune. I think the music in Hey Arnold was really cool. It's like this sort of jazzy funk vibe throughout the whole show. And this main lick is going to start off on the 10th fret of the G string, and it goes like this. So that's an enclosure all around the third of our E flat 7 chord. So for those of you that don't know what an enclosure is, basically it is it's a way to dance around a note until you hit that note, and it's basically you target a note. In this case, it's the 12th fret of the G string. So the lick is going to go like this: 10, 11, 12, 13 on G, 11 on B, back to 13 G, and then hammer on 11 to 12 on G. And then we actually land on this the flat 7 of our chord, which is on the 11th fret of the D string. And then after that you have kind of the response. So that's going to be on our A string mainly. You do 13, 12, 11, and then 10 to 13 on D. And that's still all around our E flat 7 chord. And then you're going to repeat the original. But this time, oh yeah, and then right after you do that this time, the guitar in the background kind of hits this funky line right there. So that's 13 on B to 11 on G real quick. And then you go up to the B string, you do 14, 13, 12, 11, and then 15 on the high E string. So you have, and then you have, and then from there it changes a little bit, so it goes to the B string now. We're doing our enclosure there around like an A flat 7 chord. Whoops. So it's functionally the same notes, but just over a different chord. So it's going to be 11, 12, 13, 14 on B, 11 on E, 13 on B, 12, 13 hammer on B, and then down to 11 on G. And then this is where it gets a little hairy. You go, so that's 14 to 12 pull off, 15 on G. Do that twice. And then do 13, 14 G. Oops. And then land on 11 on B. And then you're just going to go down a major chord arpeggio. And I go down to here instead of there just because my fingers they kind of trip over each other. If I do that, and I kind of end up playing different notes. So I do that. So instead of going, I go 11, 12, 13, and I stay on the D string and go down to 8. And then it goes like this. So that's 13A, 11, 12, 13 on G, and then 11 on B and G. And then this whole song is actually played by horns mainly, the melody, but I'm trying to multitask a little bit. So the guitar part in the background, right after you do this, does this like, which is just kind of like, it's just kind of like a stock funk lick. So you're just barring 13th fret on G and B, and then pulling off to 11 on G and B, and then landing on or E flat on the D string, so the 13th fret. And then after that you have this little interlude where, if you watch the TV show, there's the part where they're like walking down the street. And so you just kind of like, you just play the first part of the lick but not the second part. And then there's like this keyboard part in the background just doing an E flat octave. So I just kind of was doing that as a filler in between those two licks like that. So you could go like this. And in my octave, I'm actually doing a 4-string, so I'm skipping my G and B strings. I'm going 13 D to 11 on my E string. I just think that's easier to get to after playing this lick than. But if you like this shape better, that's 8 on G and 11 on E. So you do that, and then it goes back to. But now our response is a little bit different. Whoops. So you're going 11, 9, pull off on E, to 12 on B twice. Actually, you don't go to 12 on B the second time. The second time you go to 9 on B. 9, 10, 11 on B, and then 11 E. Back to 11 on B. So you have, and then it goes back to, and then right here you have this ending part where the song kind of freezes. So I'm just doing like a minor 7 arpeggio. It's 11B, 11G, 13D, up to the flat 7, which is 14 on B. And then it's like a minor 6 arpeggio kind of. So right there I'm doing 13, 14, 13, 11 on G. And then 13D, 13B. So at the end it's kind of this syncopated part, and I tried to figure out a way to fit in here, but it was a little bit difficult. But basically I go like this. So that's just 11E, 14B, 11, 14 on E. But then when you hit the 14 on E, you're actually going to play 11 on B at the same time. And then that 11 on B goes down chromatically, 10, 9, and there's a little pause. And you end on a little E flat power chord, right? Or actually, no, that's an E flat triad. So that's going to be 8 on G and B, and then 11 on our high E. So the timing there is really weird, but if you can get it, it's a lot of fun. So, alright y'all, so that was the Hey Arnold theme song. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas what I should do next, and I'll see you in the next one.